You gotta rehab yourself.
What's going on, y'all? It's Monday. It's Monday. We're talking about Real Housewives of Potomac. That's what we're going to talk about today. Again, I only have one earring this time. I don't know where my other earring is. Anyway, so let's talk about Real House of Potomac. Did everyone have a good weekend first? Let's get news and announcements out of the way. Yeah, so Friday I had to get to an appointment by a certain hour, so I wanted to I had to leave work a little early, and I was gonna leave work like an hour early, but I decided to leave work just a little bit more than an hour early, and I'm glad that I did, because I walked out and my fucking tire was low as hell, like drop it down low, down low to the flow, like Beyonce. Let me see. Okay, here's my other earring. And so I was like, okay, what the fuck am I gonna do? Because it wasn't that low, and I had to be someplace at 5 o'clock, and I had to be to this place so that my son didn't lose his space in the after school program. So you have to attend an orientation to make sure. So I was like, okay, honey, because ain't nothing like an after school program for a single parent. Okay, hey, no, don't get over here. So that really helps. So I have to make sure that he's in this after school program. So I'm like, shit. Okay, so I left at 3:30, and I was like, shit, how am I gonna get there? Gotta get there at 5. Okay, so what am I gonna do? Am I gonna go by, like, it wasn't that low, but it was getting low, and then I found I went to the gas station. I turned in the gas station and put air in the tire, and then I put enough air in the tire, and then I thought to myself, shit, am I gonna be, is the hole big enough? I'm thinking about all these things. My only goal is to make it to this thing on time, and that's it. So I'm like, okay, what do I need to do? Okay, what did I need to do? So I was like, okay, let me go get a fix-a-flat, because that's going to hurry up and fix it. But then I was like, shit, these tires are on warranty. If I put a fix-a-flat in the warranty tire, it's going to void the warranty. So I was like, okay, shit. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go get fix-a-flat anyway. So I'm going to go get fix-a-flat. I went and got the fix-a-flat. The tire was going low. Got the fix-a-flat. Then I'm driving to, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to make it to, to the orientation. So as I'm driving, I realized that I passed the Goodyear that I got the tire from. And it's the same exact tire that I ran over something in January and had to go to, and went to this Goodyear, and they replaced the tire. So I'm like, it's the same tire. So I was like, okay, good. So I called him. He was like, if you put fix-a-flat in it, I don't, the warranty, it depends on how bad it is that it voids the warranty. Like, if they can't fix it, and then it's just like it voids the warranty, he said. So I'm like, okay. So I passed so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. I said, what time do you guys stay open? He said till 7. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the orientation and come back. But I'm like, I'm passing it. So I passed it, right? I drive past it, and I get like maybe a mile past it. And I'm like, okay, let me just turn around. I'm just gonna call the school and see if I'm sure it's gonna be like 30 minutes. If I get there by 5:30, as long as I fill out that paperwork, I'll be good. So I turned around and go back to the Goodyear. And so I pull up, and he was like, ma'am, it's gonna be a wait, like about a 90-minute wait. I was like, oh my God. I was like, listen, I have to be somewhere by 5 o'clock. And it's for an orientation for an after school program. He was like, oh, like he knew, like, I'm like, okay, so listen. He was like, okay. He called this other dude over there. He was like, check her tire and make sure. He was like, now if the fix-a-flat has gone over the tire, and because it kind of balloons up, sometimes we can't repair the tire. So he checks the tire and realizes that that's not the tire that I bought from them. The tire that I bought from them, the man, he put it on the front. He didn't put it on the back tire. He looked at the tires. He was like, oh yeah, this one came from us. The one on the back, he must have rotated the tire when he put the tires on. I was like, oh, okay. So this is not, it wasn't the tire that was covered under the Goodyear, little, warranty thing. So then I'm like rushing, and I'm texting Craig, and I'm like, Craig, guess what happened? I'm like, oh my God, I'm at the and I haven't registered my roadside assistance. I just got roadside assistance, and I haven't did all the registration and everything through the dealership or whatever. So I was like, shit. And I'm thinking to myself, and this is all the things that I'm thinking about, like, okay, you didn't do your roadside assistance. You need to do that when you get home and all this other stuff. So he goes to Ty. He was like, now, if the fix-a-flat is over the hole, I'm not going to be able to fix it. We won't be able to repair it. It's not our tire. We could repair it, and we'll repair it for free. So I was like, I didn't put that much fix-a-flat in it. I didn't put that much fix-a-flat in it because I knew that it would, void the warranty, thinking it would void the warranty, even though it's not the tire. So anyway, so he goes into the tire, and he was like, oh, it's repairable, ma'am, da-da-da-da. Man, I was out of there in like 20 minutes. It had to be like 20 minutes. I made it to the school at 5:01. Do you hear me? I was on a mission. I was like, thank you, Goodyear, because this is the second time that same Goodyear saved me. Like, the first time I was on my way to my son's, I was taking my son to go see Spider-Verse with Miles Morales, and we caught a flat tire on the way to the movie theater. And that same Goodyear, he was like, I'll go to the movie. I was like, the movie starts at such and such. I don't want to miss the movie. He was like, and the movie theater is literally next to the Goodyear. So he was like, by the time the movie is over, your car will be fixed. Don't worry about it. Go enjoy your movie with your son for his birthday, blah, blah, blah. We went and enjoyed the movie. Right when the credits were rolling, he called me to tell me that the car was ready. And the same Goodyear, I was like, y'all have really saved me twice in 8 months. Y'all really have. Thank you. So I got home. I registered my roadside assistance, so I wouldn't have any problem with that. So I'm all good. So that's what happened on Friday. Saturday and Sunday. Saturday we did errands, the thing, getting ready for school, grocery shopping, all that other stuff. Now I got to get backpacks and school supplies, and then we're done. And then school starts on Monday. So that was it. Yesterday we didn't do nothing but relax and watch movies. I finally watched Us. Did I tell y'all what I feel about Us? What my theory about Us was? I'll talk about it on another day, because I don't know if I'm going to have time to talk about Ashley and them. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay. They start off where they left off. Ashley goes and meets the man she claims she has never seen, even after seeing his Facebook page. Walk up to the door. Camera's not allowed. They're in Georgia. Camera's not allowed to record without permission in Georgia. So he opens the door, and then you can hear her mother goes, "That's your father." Girl, I don't know what here's the thing. We'll never know the real story. I don't believe Ashley. I do not believe her mother. When they were sitting up in that hotel room after everything, it was almost as though they had just hit a lick. Like, girl, you ready to go? We did what we came to do, girl. I was like, that. The whole thing is very strange. And then when Ashley was hugging her uncle, no tears. When they got to they left because the uncle was like, look, let's get off his property, honey. We in a stand your ground state. He done told y'all niggas to leave. Let's go. We out of here. Come on, let's go. He was trying to get them out of there. So they leave, and they go off to this, I guess, like a little parking lot or whatever, and they pull over and they talk, and there's like, oh, he's just nasty and this and that. And then, I don't know, like, I'm reading comments online, this idea that white people don't have sex with black people and produce children and can't stand niggas. I don't know why y'all think that those two don't exist, but they do. There's plenty of white women out here hopping up and down on black dick. They get a little baby's hairs all over their damn head. They hate black people. They fetishize black dick, and that's what they like. And the men, white men, fetishize black women. Exotic, good in bed. All these things they think are hypersexual. They think that. So I don't know. I don't know if that was the case with Ashley's father. We will never know. At the end of the day, I feel like Ashley's mother scammed that man. What is Ashley's mother's name? I don't know her mother's name. I can never remember her name. But she may have scammed that man, and that man's not with the shits. And that's not my daughter. You trying to say that's my kid? That's not my kid. I don't know. We don't know. We can make up all kind of theories based on our experiences and observations and truths we subscribe to. But we will never know the truth because Ashley and her mom, those two ladies, don't tell the truth. I do not believe that they tell the truth because the way that her mother was like, there's your father. Like, And did you see his face? Wasn't it just like yours? Yes, it was like mine. It was. And just that moment that we looked at each other. Girl, Ashley, shut your ass up. You and your mama. And then her mother's like, he's a bad guy. Is he a bad guy? We don't know his side of the story. And I'm sorry. I'm not like, oh, there's good people on both sides type of deal. But based on Ashley and her mother's, the way that they go about things, I don't know. We don't know the story. She was like, he's a bad guy. Is he a bad guy? Why doesn't he want to be involved? What happened, lady? What's the real story? What is the tea? What is the truth? Like Oprah says, what is the truth? Because we don't know. And I don't trust Ashley, and I don't trust her, them grifter ass women with them wigs on, going from town to town, scamming people and stuff. I don't believe it. I don't know what to believe. And I'm going to go with, based on Ashley's history, whatever. She ends up, did she meet with she meets with Michael later and acts like this is the first time that she's told him what happened when they went to Atlanta. And I find it hard to believe that you haven't talked to your husband all this time to tell him something as important as you trying to find your father. She on the door, knocking on the door like Kenya was. Just let me in, just acknowledge me. Girl, don't do that. You don't even know the story. Like, to me, I don't even think Ashley knows the real story about her father. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I feel like her mother is lying to her about something. We don't know, and we'll never know. We'll never know. That lady sitting up there with that wig on lying. I don't know. There's your father. The way she said it, I was like, no. I don't believe it. Something's not right, and I don't believe Ashley will ever know the whole story. I feel like that man's not her father. I don't know why. Maybe I watch too much TV or what, but I just don't believe that man is her father. And there's no reason why he doesn't want to speak to you. I mean, there has to be a reason, a valid reason why he doesn't want to speak to you. He's an adult. What are you talking about? Yes, he's an adult, and that should have gave you the indication he does not have any obligation to speak to you, lady. This thing that people, okay, I'm not gonna even get into that. Anyways, they show, I don't know why I put this. I said Candice. We were talking about Candice and her mother and her sister go wine tasting, and they all are dressed alike. This is, you know what? I've had it with Candice. I really have. I've had it with the fairy tale. You really want to live a real Housewives of whatever city lifestyle. You really want this high society lifestyle, and you can only attain that with putting and enduring the abuse from your mother. I don't see that Candice maybe that's the way she is trying to work on it, because I feel like she is only putting up with her mother because she believes that her mother has something that she will leave her when she dies. I have a sibling like that. I feel like my brother puts up with my father's shit because he feels like my father's gonna leave him something when he dies. Like, that's the only reason why he's up under him all the time. Ain't no other reason. But I don't want to work. That's it. I want to live a lifestyle where I put forth little to no effort. You understand what I'm saying? Candice really wants to live this lifestyle. She up there sipping wine and shit like that. You're gonna deal with that shit. Her sister Crystal, she ain't with none of that shit. What did the mother say? I already know about me, and something about respect, and Candy has to do all this respect, and the Crystal said, don't forget the parents have to respect the children too. Don't forget about that. And when she started talking, she said, I already see where we're going with this. I said, Crystal, that's my bitch right fucking there. And I told y'all niggas that Crystal don't fool with that lady the way that Candice fools with that lady. Crystal doesn't care about living the lifestyle. Candice does. Candice has been told she was a princess, and she has that in her hair, so she's living this fantasy and these delusions. And you're only gonna get that because how do you not know the details of your trust? Your mother has told you you have a trust, and she's told you that. And it is sad for you to have to feel like you have to be in this abusive relationship with this lady who will never respect you, because all she's doing is controlling you, and you're allowing yourself to be controlled because you want to have access to her money. That's sad. That's even sadder than you dealing with her. Like, that's sad. That's sad that you're actually going to endure abuse. Like that meme with Kobe Bryant and Vanessa talking about a bitch's wounds heal faster than Wolverine when a nigga is rich. Do you understand me? Same thing with Candice. Your wounds heal fast enough because your mama got a little money. She's done well for herself. Well, she's a bitch and a fucking jerk. And I'm glad Crystal is there. Like, oh, Crystal, she's 10 years younger than me. Well, Crystal's what, 22, 23? We'll give her 22 because you 32. So we'll give her 22. And she looks as old as you. I mean, that's no shade, but she looks like she's grown, and she got some damn sense on her head. Like, I don't give a fuck how much money you have, lady. You're not going to be able to disrespect me and talk to me any kind of way. You can talk to Candice that way, but you're not going to talk to me that way. And that's what it is. You remember, your parents have to respect their children too. Don't forget that. I'm so glad she told her that. And then Robyn and Giselle, they go in this truck. I don't know what this is about. I don't know. I missed the context. I have no context on why Robyn was in that truck. But Giselle has this, I don't know what, I don't like Giselle Bryant. I don't like the character that she's playing. I hope that this is a character that she's playing and she's not really this type of person, because the character traits that she's displaying here, they're really bad. They're really like not a good example. And I'm not saying that she has to be a constant example for her children, but it's just not a good look. It's just not a good look. Now, I'm all about confrontation. I'm all about getting things out on the table. OG does the same thing on the other show. Let's talk about it right when we get here. We're not going to be fake with no shit. I get it. I get it. At the same time, what Giselle did at Robyn's thing was completely out of line. Wrong place, wrong time, selfish, rude, uncouth. She should have been escorted out. And that's the bottom line. I don't know why, Robyn, with your bitch ass, I wish you would grow a pair of pussy lips, bitch, and had put that girl out. You should have put her ass out. That's it. There's no reason why Giselle could have behaved like that for as long as she did when you was trying to sell a home. Like, that shit is crazy. I was so embarrassed for Robyn, but at the same time, like, bitch, like, why should have said, girl, get them out of here. What is wrong with you? You're trying to sell a house. This is business. What are you doing? And these women up here arguing, sitting on the couch, arguing, loud and disrespectful. Anyways, whatever happened. Oh, Monique she's on her third child and having her first CPR class. I don't get it. She tried to tell the kids before they come in, let's practice good listening skills, and they did not listen to her. They completely ignored her. The little girl is too little for her attention span to be trying to learn anything. And the little boy, they're just too little. And I don't understand how this is your third child and you now just doing CPR classes. Okay, I guess for the show, Monique. Great. Okay, wonderful. I said they have to be drunk to get along. I told y'all Crystal don't fool with Aunt Dot. I told you she doesn't. But the parents also respect their children. Don't forget that part. I am so glad she got her ass together. And let's see. That's why I say, so she waited to see Michael before telling him the story about her dad. She keeps fake crying. I don't know why she keeps doing that. You clearly, like, it seemed like every time, when I picture, I watched it twice. And when I see Ashley and her mom in that hotel room packing up and getting ready to go, I really feel like they just hit a lick. Like they really just completed a scam, mission accomplished, folding stuff, and we did what we came to do. That whole scene, I feel like, I don't know why, and maybe this will be a good movie, but I feel like Ashley and her mother could make a movie about her going around to random men, knocking on doors, saying that they're her father, trying to get them to acknowledge her. I don't think that that lady knows who Ashley's dad is. I just don't. I think the family, that man and that woman, that auntie and that uncle, I don't think that they're Ashley's uncle and aunt either. They don't even look like Ashley. You could look at, I have an uncle and an aunt, and you could look at them and tell that I'm related to them. You can't look at Ashley and tell me that she's related to Bill and Trudy, whatever their names are. I don't know what their names are. Sheila, ain't that her mother's name? I think her mother's name is Sheila. I don't know who's who. But at the end of the day, they don't look like, oh, did you see his face? That shit was a scam. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. What is this on the side of the road, child? A rocking chair? Oh my God. That was a nice rocking chair too. Okay. Ashley says, as I come back to the home, as I come back home to the life that I built. Girl, if you don't get your ass out of here, you didn't build a goddamn thing. You didn't, but a lie. That's all you built, was a damn lie. Even Michael, even when Ashley was crying to Michael, her fake crying, he was looking at her like, no emotions, no, let me go console my wife who was just rejected by her, her biological father. Let me go and hug. It's just so fake and contrived. So they're at Robyn's open house. Monique is there, Karen is there already, and Robyn is there, and here comes Giselle, and who was it? Giselle and, was it? I don't remember. Giselle walks in, and Monique goes to hug her. Now, well, first of all, Monique, that was your wrong. You shouldn't have done that. That was fake as fuck. All you had to do was say hi. Now, that, Giselle said that triggered her, like, bitch, okay, you're telling Ashley that they don't really care about me, and they always push my stories or my issues to the side, and I think it's because I'm wealthy or I have money that they feel like my issues are not as valid as theirs. It was something to that effect. So as soon as Giselle walks in, she goes, oh, you hugging me? Like, that's, to me, I feel like it should have stopped right there. All she had to do was say, oh, you hugging me, but you're not fake though. And then just keep it going. Instead of, she had to confront her, and she could have just made that like to her, and that's it, and left it alone, because that would have checked Monique like, you fake and you phony. But I guess she's trying to get along with the girl or whatever. And she said that's what triggered her. So you want to hug me now? So we're going to go on 3 years of Giselle and Robyn not caring about me, and they don't like me. We're going to do that. She goes, aren't you going to get tired of walking into a room being confrontational? I said, oh, bitch. What's her name? Got Giselle. When I tell you Monique got Giselle together, here. She got her ass together. And she said, I said, they're really having an argument. What did she say to her? She said, aren't you tired of walking into a room and being confrontational? Then she told her to be quiet. I love to tell somebody to be quiet. Just be quiet, because you don't even know what you're talking about. I don't care what Candice told you. I don't care what so-and-so told you. Who was it that showed the text? The Candice. I don't care whatever Monique said. I don't care who told you what. Oh, you showed the text to Candice and this, and you showed the text to Ashley. She said, I sure did. Shut up, Giselle. You're not running nothing. You're not running anything, and you're not running nobody. You're not running Monique, clearly. Because Monique was not having, she was like, okay. All right, Giselle. Okay, girl. Like, honey, ain't nobody doing this shit with you. Don't nobody care. And then Monique made a point. She said, well, Ashley apologized. Candice pulls up by this time, and Candice is sitting down. She says, well, I don't understand why y'all are all buddy-buddy and BFFs and braiding each other's hair this year. I don't understand where that's coming from. And what's her name makes a point to say, well, she says sorry to me, so it's not, in order for me to move forward, I'm not going to keep bringing up the old shit. And that's true. But you still won't let her in your house. I guess baby steps, right? She was like, girl, whatever. Honey, she was not, when I tell you Monique was not here for Giselle, she was not here for Giselle. Girl, she was like, okay, Giselle. Okay, Giselle. Okay, Giselle. Okay, girl. She was not here for it. And I'm so glad that Monique got her ass together. Because, bitch, just be quiet. And when she said, but at the end of the day, she said she wanted to show that she was not talking bad about her. Yeah, you weren't talking bad about her in text message. See, that's the scam, Monique. That's the joke. You weren't talking about her in text message, so you violated the confidence between you and Candice to back out of saying that you was talking shit, but they have footage of you talking shit about Ashley and her situation. So hopefully Ashley sees that and understands you just as full of shit as the rest of them. But I am glad you got Giselle's ass right the fuck together. I'm so glad you told that bitch to be quiet. She said, be quiet. Just be quiet. Shut your, and what's her name was sitting there, and every time, well, Giselle told me Giselle right in the middle of everything. The producer's little pawn. You right in the middle of everything. Everybody's saying you said something to them. You told them. Right there, sitting there, looking. And even, I don't know what Karen was trying to say to Ashley, or trying to get over to Ashley. I don't understand. I don't know what was Karen trying to say to her. Karen's bottle to her, I like the top to her. She was doing her La Dame, her fragrance. I don't know what it smells like. I have to go read and see what the notes are. Hopefully it smells good. But she's doing her thing. What else happened on that show? I'm so glad that girl told her shut up. Monique was being messy showing the text. She was backpedaling and pussy popping too. Yeah, you were backpedaling and pussy popping because you were really trying to get out of being a part of the mess. It wasn't in text. So you showed the text, and that was like a decoy, because what you said, the words that you said against Ashley weren't caught in text. They were caught, you was having a conversation, and the cameras caught you. So you showing her that to try to prove that you're not messy, that's not you lying. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's just a lie. I'm so glad you got from in back of me and got in front of me and got to the red light, stupid ass bitch. And then I see a lot of people saying that Giselle is jealous of Monique because she's married and she has melanin and all this other stuff. That might be a factor, but the real factor is when Monique told Giselle and got Giselle together, when she got that Virgo together and told her she had 4 homes, Giselle's not gonna forget that. And Giselle, every time, go back and watch that scene and look at Giselle and how she looks at Monique. She does not like Monique. She don't like Monique, and she's never gonna take her foot off of Monique's neck, ever. She's not. Go watch how she looked at her. I was like, ugh, Monique, ain't no future for you and Giselle. She don't like you. She's already decided that. And when that day, when Monique told that girl, oh, I have 4 homes, and shut her shit down, what you thought you knew about her, Virgo, what you thought you knew about somebody, and they shut your shit down, now your face is cracked. And because you cracked her face on the first meeting, she's done with you. You corrected her on the first meeting. She's never gonna see it for you. Never gonna see it for you, girl. Never. And that's just what it is. Y'all gotta stop thinking a woman is jealous of another woman being married. Giselle is mad because she tried to shade Monique, and Monique told her she had 4 houses. Juan is so cute. Monique, you don't text me. We don't even talk like that. Well, I just know I'm not gonna text you anymore, girl. I'm glad Monique said, bitch, we don't even talk like that. So don't even try. You're not gonna text me because you don't know if I'm gonna show text to anybody. Girl, don't nobody care. We don't even talk like that. That's why I like that Monique was getting her together, like calling her out, like, first of all, be quiet. We don't even talk like that. Don't even try to act like you was doing somebody a favor or doing oh, that's a big spider web. Don't walk over there, Erica. I'll walk my ass around. Anyway, what else happened? Let me make sure we got through everything. Is that somebody homeless right there? They need to move. I hope not. It might be cool right there. What kind of first lady are you? You lack every single character trait that a woman has in that role. You're too much of a mess. Uncouth isn't the word. I'm glad that she told. Oh, those are turkeys sitting over there. I said, oh, he got his plumes out. I thought it was bags of trash bags, like black trash bags. Those are 2 turkeys with their damn feathers out. She told her, don't you need to take a tour first? What about supporting Robyn? What about supporting? That was just so foul. What Giselle, it was so foul. It was so selfish. And she, because nobody, like Robyn should have told her, you got to go. You got to do, bitch, I'm trying. And the buyer walked out. You got to go. Because how you going to come in here talking? Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. I do not feel like wearing these shoes. I left my shoes at home and I have on slides. But I have these other shoes in here and they're heels. I don't feel like wearing, not heels, but they have a heel on them. Anyways, let me go and get my life together. Y'all have a wonderful day. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. All right, peace. See, I thought those were trash bags in the corner. Are they ready to fight? Let me get out of here.